First of all, I'm happy to be here. I want you to know that I am not a registered lobbyist, and I haven't been paid to lobby today or any time recently. I heard y'all heard something about that earlier. I wanted to say that I think the public, as best I can tell, wants a statement that their needs are going to be taken care of and not just the downtown boys. We have a lot of needs that are not addressed in this town. We have pools that are closed and decrepit, that are historic. We have parks, museums, all sorts of things that need to be taken care of. And I think the public is tired of waiting. So I think, council members, that you're right. There needs to be a statement that the home folk, as it overlaps with tourists, that they matter. That it isn't just the downtown crowd that matters. I also wanted to say that there really needs to be, as Bill Bunch said, an emphasis on historic preservation on the east side. We are losing a lot of people, which is unfortunate. It would be also unfortunate if we lost all of our history. And we have not completed the East Austin Historic Assessment. We talk about it, we never fund it. That could be funded. We have Rosewood Courts, we have the Montopolis Negro School. We have all sorts of things that could be funded and that need to be funded. I also want to say about the convention center. The expansion by people at the legislature was put in Chapter 351 instead of Chapter 334 so that we could not vote. I resent that. It is our city. We should be allowed to vote. And in fact, you can allow us to vote. And if the convention center is so popular and needed, I suspect the public will vote for it. I also suspect the reason we aren't allowed to vote is they sort of realize that we may not want it, that we have higher needs, and that we really don't want a downtown park for $200 million, 110 in tax dollars and 90 from the private sector. Of course, I don't think they're going to raise the 90 million, so I think we're going to get stuck with the $200 million for a 34-acre park downtown when we don't take care of the parks for people outside downtown with real needs. And let me say this as well. I worked 15 years ago to get the Arch downtown. It wasn't very popular, but with Mayor Watson and others, we won. The homeless is a problem that we need to address, but that doesn't mean that the only way to address it is the downtown puzzle. I suggest you put a task force together and review all the funding ways to figure out how we can fund it. And I promise you I'll be there to help. And lastly, I wanted to thank Councilmember Troxclair in particular and the other sponsors. It was nice to see you work across the usual divides, to think about the people that don't live downtown and to do something for the home folk. I think you're reading the public mood correctly. I think people are sort of tired when they don't have swimming pools. The libraries are shortened, their roads have cracks. We have all sorts of infrastructure problems, and yet for some reason we can't think about what the public wants. Thank you.